Let me ask you a question. What's the most important thing in your university life? Well,
How many
it
of you
depends on how you do with the constraint imposed by the officials.
have ever felt the weight pressing down on you?
Granted, chasing high grading is significant for a student. Yet, the world is not that idealistic. There are many constraints that affect our decision in all aspects, economically, legally, or even morally. What's your true potential? Under such a stricter condition, we never know. Life under the current social environment is certainly tedious and boring. Regarding to this, the coming game to be introduced, Virtual Punk, is designed to provide players with a real but unreal platform to step out of their comfort zone, showing rebellion, and try out an unprecedented version of university life.
After some brief introduction of our project, let us enter the settings of the game. The player is given a chance to decide what he actually wants in university by reducing as many constraints as we can. We have divided 2 parts, semester 1 and 2, and each of them will have a totally different details and endings. The player will act as a year 1 freshman, knowing nothing, and start with the choice of choosing attending lectures or not. And it goes on by clicking options in the game that represents his university life. Each choice will utterly affect his experience in university, and there's only one way to win the game. We decided to guide the participant step by step by using hints in the game, and we have added some consequences if the player chose the wrong answer. After a glimpse of the game model, let's move on to the game demonstration. The character is placed in exit A2 at Hong Kong New Station to resemble the start of the university life. The player has to find yellow spots on the floor to trigger the storyline. The first choice is asking the player whether will he attend the lecture or not during the semester, and he chooses to skip the lectures. The game will then lead the player to the second checkpoint, which follows the action of the skipping lectures. The player chooses to be a social person and chat with girls on Upper U streets. He wants to try to get into a relationship, so he chooses to approach the girl. Therefore, here appears the last choice in semester 1. He can choose between a beautiful girl and a talented girl. At last, he wins as the girls have to steal the exam paper for the player, and he gets a good grade. In the video, we demonstrated a losing condition and one winning condition, according to the choice of the player. What we want to show in this semester is to let the player to enjoy rebellion, but at the same time maintaining his academic performance.
The game now moves on to the second semester. We designed this semester to have 2 winning pathways as we want to show that winning is not just being talented or popular. The player could also be notorious, and that's the reason to win. The word punk suggested the design of the game to escape from tradition. Rather than studying, joining other activities and meeting new people would be the focus of our game. Our demo shows an unexpected way to become a famous people from defaming. Other endings are shown in the flow chat, and it is presented in our game.
So, what's the meaning behind this game? What is the significance? What we want to bring about is that we are all trapped in an envelope. The decisions we made in reality are always limited by social stigma. Most of our lives have turned into a monochrome loop. Wake up, work, sleep. Wake up, work and sleep again in the next day. Are there any other possibilities in life? No, or just we haven't thought of that. In Virtual Punk, you are brought to another reality, a new reality that right might not be right, wrong might not be wrong. What doesn't change is that the choice you make is critical. So, think twice before each act. To live an ordinary life, or try out a new path, it's all on your choice. What's the true desire in life? Let's find it out together.